Governor Dr. Kiran Bedi, the Governor of Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry. He is here. We welcome the Honorable Governor to our inaugural webinar today.
So welcome, Kiran Bedi ji. Thank you so much for accepting our invitation and joining us today. So everything is going well. We need your blessings now. Thank you so much.
Honorable Dr. Kiran Bedi is a retired Indian Police Service officer, social activist, former tennis player, and politician who is the current Lieutenant Governor of Pondicherry. Honorable Dr. Kiran Bedi is the first female Indian Police Service officer and started her service in 1972. She remained in service for 35 years before taking voluntary retirement in 2007 as Director General, Bureau of Police Research and Development. Honorable Dr. Kiran Bedi, as a teenager, became the national junior tennis champion in 1966. Between 1965 and 1978, she won several titles at national and state level championships. After joining IPS, Honorable Dr. Kiran Bedi ji served in Delhi, Goa, Chandigarh, and Mizoram. She started her career as an Assistant Superintendent of Police, ASP, in Chanayakpuri area of Delhi and won the President's Police Medal in 1979. Next, she moved to West Delhi where she brought a reduction in crime against women. Subsequently, as a traffic police officer, she oversaw traffic arrangements for the 1982 Asian Games in Delhi and the 1983 Chogam meet in Goa. As DSP of North Delhi, she launched a campaign against drug abuse which evolved into the Navjyoti Delhi Foundation, renamed to Navjyoti India Foundation in 2007. In May 1993, she was posted to the Delhi prisons as Inspector General. She introduced several reforms at Tihar jail which gained worldwide acclaim and won her the Ramon Magsaysay Award in 1994. In 2003, Honorable Dr. Kiran Bedi ji became the first Indian and first woman to be appointed as head of United Nations Police and Police Advisor in United Nations Department of Peace Operation. She resigned in 2007 to focus on social activism and writing. She has written several books and runs the India Vision Foundation. During 2008 to 2011, she was the one of the key leaders of 2011 India Anti-Corruption Movement and joined the Bharatiya Janata Party in January 2015. She unsuccessfully contested the 2015 Delhi Assembly election as the party's chief ministerial candidate. On 22nd May 2016, Honorable Dr. Kiran Bedi ji was appointed as the Lieutenant Governor of Pondicherry. Now we would like to play a short clip portraying Dr. Kiran Bedi ji and her beautiful and strong journey.
Thank you, Isha. Thank you very much for a very nice intro. You can give your whatever next. Go ahead. You are on mute, Isha. Unmute.
Now, we would like to welcome Honorable Dr. Kiran Bedi ji to give her keynote address.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for remembering me. And thank you for inviting me to this remarkable Dr. Kalam Memorial Global Webinar, Transforming Youth into Responsible Citizens, Sustainable Inclusive Development. I want to thank the founder and chairman of the Lead India Foundation USA, Dr. Hari Ipanapalli, and also want to thank Dr. Ram Maruri, webinar host of Liberty Foundation India. And an illustrious list of, I love this poster, a very nice poster indeed. Thank you very much, whoever did it. Very interesting. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep this for I've tweeted
Dr. Hari himself.
You can see it on my Twitter handle. It's already gone to more than 13 million people.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Bedi.
The best part is that you have founded our most beloved Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam is the chief mentor of this Lead India movement. It was inspired by him. And what I read is exactly what is happening in India today. You'll be happy to know. Where you said it's a brainchild of Dr. Kalam's Vision 2020 and founded with a mission to provide affordable quality healthcare, affordable quality education, preserve and protect the planet for future generations, and develop spiritual families to establish peace and harmony in the society. Lead India also conducts value-based leadership training programs to transform youth into responsible citizens and engage them in developing the nation. As an administrator, without being political, as an administrator, all I can say is we are exactly doing this. I see this happening today. I, as an administrator, I'm doing all this, which you set out to be. Now, why am I doing this? It's because it's being so well led today by the country's prime minister directly. I'm not being political. My prime minister is not listening to me. And I'm seeking nothing more. All I can say is, friends, be assured, my fellow citizens in India, this is exactly what India is moving towards. Your new education policy is going to take you towards value-based education, which something like a revival, the skills development which has been lost. I think, so I want to congratulate you, but you are remembering this great legend, the people's president, most rightly. And if he were alive, he would have loved the way our country is going towards and moving towards. Every program which I hear every morning when I get up, when I listen to the All India Radio News at 8 o'clock, and I get the PIB News Bulletin, every day it's got something to move exactly towards this. Big policy statement or a small policy statement. Friends, it's all towards that. And I would like to produce you some evidence of it because I'm a evidence-loving person. So I'll give you something which I preserved, not knowing one day you might ask. Here it is, the evidence. I preserved this. This was sometime last month. I think when Prime Minister turned 70, this was a thing which came up in the newspapers. And I just kept it for the love of my keeping as a part of documentation. And I'm going to show you exactly, prove it to you that this is exactly what's happening. What our people's president envisioned and the Lead India movement. Let's go by one. Rather than talking, I'll show you exactly what's going on. Here it is. Let's look at number one, health. Look at health. Health is the Prime Minister's Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana for ensuring social security for the marginalized. And look what is being done. I can't read this now. I need that heading, that title. Where is it? That's right. Yeah, thanks. If I would read it, see carefully, because that is giving you evidence. Health, Jeevan Jyoti launched in 2015. Life insurance for 2 lakhs for people, 2 lakh for people between 18 to 50. Premium of only 330 rupees per annum. Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana launched again. General insurance, accident insurance, 2 lakhs with minimum premium. Ayushman Bharat. All these are schemes. You can download it and preserve it. I documented it. So please download it, my friends, and save it. It will establish the evidence which I'm exactly giving you. I'm not going to talk. I'm just showing you what existing today. Because as an administrator in Puducherry, I'm implementing all these. All these schemes are going to the poorest of the poor. They have an insurance scheme. They have a health scheme. The only question is, it is going to the absolutely BPL, that is below poverty line. And also those who get these red card. And this is based on survey. Who are in the BPL, it's a part of the survey. Now, somebody's out of it or somebody's not in it, I'm not debating. Point is, if you declared a BPL and you have a red card, you get the scheme. So I thought I must wait. Take you to the next one. Look at health. Look at education now. Look at education. Beti Padhao Bachao Yojana, again launched. This is going on for the last 5 years. It aims to save and empower the girl child through education schemes. Then there's a Kanya Samriddhi scheme where you can start saving for the girl child when she's born. And by the time she's 21, she'll have a bank deposit. She'll have a bank deposit. These are called sustainable, inclusive schemes, my friends. It should make you all proud, because somewhere you may have heard of a scheme here and there, but I'm giving you a whole bouquet. I'm giving you all a bouquet as an administrator, so that you know the number of over 25 to 30 schemes of sustainable, inclusive governance today. Then look at third one. Look at rural development. In rural development, Gram Uday se Bharat Uday, it focuses on the development of villages. Pradhan Mantri Kisan, these are not just words. We are implementing them. You may not see them. Probably, unfortunately, friends, it doesn't make news in the media. You are not getting to hear unless you go to the Doordarshan channel, unless you go to DD channel and national channel. Other channels are not giving these debates adequately that they register in your head. So rural development, Pradhan Mantri Kisan Mani. Now I'll give you the schemes, what is happening here. 3, let's go to 3. You got the list? The printout scheme? No, not yet. It doesn't matter. The 3, the third is, where are we now? In the rural development? Which is number? Yeah. This is rural development. No, I'm on 3. Is it 3? Okay. As you go, but I need the figures here. No? The figures are all here. So you were on 3. You are now 3. 3, Ayushman. It's crossed Ayushman. Okay. Go to the Ayushman. Now, Ayushman has crossed into core beneficiaries. You see, it was launched. It aims to provide healthcare facilities to economically weak families without any contribution from the beneficiary. And it's already reaching. And when the Prime Minister speaks, the numbers he speaks, please make a note. Let's go to 4. 4. The 4 is education. Beti Padhao. Padhao, launched in 2015, aims to give the child, as I told you, already explained to you, if you start saving little, many, even 1,000 rupees a year, by the child, the girl is 21 years old, gets all that money as a whole corpus. That means there's money available for her to study or do whatever. She has money. She is no more dependent on the parents. She wants to get married or she wants to study further. She has money. So here is number 4. Let's look at next one. 5. Sukanya Samriddhi. Is it? Now you go to 5. Next one. Which one? No, next one. Which one do you want me to do? Go by this. I'm going by the number. Now Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana. Huh. This is the same scheme. This is Sukanya. This is the Sukanya scheme. That's what I'm talking about. Now go to next. Go to 6. PM Kisan Samman Nidhi. This is it. This government is transferring 2,000 rupees to the bank account of farmers who registered for the service. DBT transfer. So poor farmers are getting direct transfer into so much money into their accounts. The government is transferring 2,000 rupees to bank account of farmers who registered for the service. DBT ensures transparency. This is called Kisan Samman Nidhi. It's a pension. It goes directly into their millions of accounts. Next one, 7. Let's go to 7. Swachh Bharat. Now look at Swachh Bharat. 106.9 crore toilets have been built under ODF, open defecation free. More than 6 lakh villages. 706 districts are open defecation free. This is a way. This has benefited the women the most. Earlier, they were going into the villages. Earlier, they were going to village, open house, open. Now they go to their own home toilets. This is called the inclusive development and very sustainable, because this nonsense is not going to our river waters. It's going into sewage treatment plants. It's sustainable development. Let's go to 8. Next one, 8. Jal Shakti Abhiyan, environment. Am I right? And it's water conservation, Har Ghar Nal, linkage of rivers, and Namane Ganges. This is called inclusive and sustainable development. Let's go to 9. Atmanirbhar Bharat. This is employment. The startup launches and thousands of startups today. Do you know, I have the startup numbers today. Numbers are, in startups today, 50,000 plus startups are existing today already. 50,000 startups today. 5,500 plus incubators called the Atal Tinkering Labs. Ecosystem with 500 plus incubators and 50,000 plus startups. Next, 9. Do we have 9? Yeah, 9. Atmanirbhar Bharat. This is, that's a Skill India movement. Besides that, I'll now show you others which are not in this chart and which are agricultural reforms today. We can go back now. We can bring me back. I'll show you what is not in this chart is agricultural reforms where the poor farmer, a small farmer, can sell his produce in the open market. That's a new change, which is not in this format because it came after September. Then triple talaq. Triple talaq is a very big breakthrough where women, Muslim women or women from the minority got the freedom where they cannot be just sent triple, go. Talaq, talaq, you go. They got equal rights now as any other woman. So this is another very big inclusive development in this country, equitable justice. Then you have the PM Care Fund. Then you have the Prime Minister's Garib Kalyan Yojana. And then you have 3.5 lakh community service centers. 3.5. These are all neighborhood community centers. You can go across and get your passport done on verification done. All these are stages of development. Point here is, the challenge now here is, how does the government service deliver? And then most of all, what makes this country very inclusive is his Mann Ki Baat, the Prime Minister's monthly Mann Ki Baat, where he does connect the people. Some may like it, some may not like it. I'm not asking you to all to endorse it. But I'm saying, you've given me a subject of sustainable development. And as an administrator, it was my duty to place before you evidence of sustainable development and inclusive development, which is happening in India today, whether in healthcare, whether in education, whether in rural development, or in environment, or in employment, or in urban development, or in the areas of social justice, which is, as I told you, the minority rights, women's rights, and then about agriculture reforms and other issues. I thought this is a chart, the best way, rather than give you a speech, but show you programs which are exactly carrying forward the spirit of our own beloved president, who said this exactly, what you asked me for. There was invite there. Where the Honorable President said, was founded with a mission to provide affordable quality healthcare, exactly that. Affordable quality education, exactly that. Preserve and protect the planet, exactly that, for future generations. And of course, besides the peace and harmony. Friends, this is what I thought I would make this as a contribution that you invited me to show you the various schemes which are ongoing, going a long way. They'll keep getting added. Question is, as the bureaucrats, as the public servants, as the political representatives in different, because after all, these are back to states. Some states are galloping in these schemes and doing exceedingly well. Some states are slow, but that doesn't mean that the scheme doesn't exist. We thank our current leader. As I told you, this is not a political statement. It's not to flatter anybody. I'm showing you only this evidence, which exists. This exists. This exists. So you don't have a choice but to believe it. And then the onus now is on us to know it, to be more knowledgeable and spread the word around. I wish we would have such like more information, but then the best would be watch the Doordarshan, watch the ATM, listen to the ATM news and the 8:30 in English, ATM in Hindi, and watch the Doordarshan to pick up more information. Because our other media is into debating, whereas more into other news will be our national channels. So while we need the debates, we also need the news. So go to the news and go to the debates. Then you'll know much, much more, and to be a proud citizen. I think we are very fortunate that we are moving the right direction of very inclusive governance at the moment. It's becoming largely very welfare, whether it's a widow pension, whether it's an old age pension, whether it's a disability pension, whether it's a farmer pension, whether it's scholarships for the girl child, whether it's even for the girl child born, and insurance policies, healthcare. There's not an area. Digitization, optic fiber touching almost lakhs of villages, connecting the villages into powerful networking, the cable television for distance learning during COVID time. I think these are very, very important inclusive policies happening here. In brief, I thought I would present you anything which I say based on evidence. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable
Thank
Dr.
you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Dr. Kiran Bedi ji, for giving us your wise words. Thank you for being so vocal towards sustainable healthcare, sustainable environment, education. Thank you for inspiring us, and I hope we do our part and come together and make it a better environment for everybody. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Kiran Bedi ji. It's wonderful to see you. I'm based in New Jersey, USA. We met a couple of times in the USA. I'm the chairman of the Lead India Foundation. We really appreciate your black and white, straightforward talk. And you stated the facts. You did not politicize it. Absolutely right. And we need to communicate the positive thing around the world so that it spreads like the flowers spread the beautiful smile. The same thing, we need to do that at the good, and the media has to take care of that as well. Instead of bashing about the negative thing, I think the positive aura should spread around. And you and our Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji handled so well the COVID-related issues, and we still need to be very careful about, because the India has 1.3 billion people. Now the COVID is really haunting us, so we must take care of our citizens and make sure that India takes the financial challenge and also take the opportunity, this adversity into as an opportunity to make sure that we lead the world financially and educationally. I really commend the Indian government for coming up with a new education policy. We need to make sure our students' brain drain should stop and international students to come to our India, and India should be the destination of higher education and employment opportunities as well as industry development. Our economic policy should also come up with the same way that Indian education policy came up with. But thank you so much for joining us, sharing your views, and we sincerely appreciate it. I would like to thank our Agam Pandit, who coordinated your presence here. Really sincerely appreciate you and Agam for doing this. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Kiranji. Thank you.
Thank you.
I also
Thank
want
you,
to
Dr.
thank.
Hari.
I also wish to thank Mr. Agam Pandit, because I know I'm here because of Ravi Pandit, who's my Rakhi brother.
Yeah.
So thank
Thank
you. Please
you.
convey my gratitude to Ravi Bhai.
Sure, Kiranji. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for.
Thank you,
giving
Dr.
your
Hari, once
blessings.
again.
Thank
I
you.
know I like New Jersey. I've got my very dear family friends in New Jersey.
Yes, we met before. Thank you so much.
Thank
Look
you.
forward
Have
to
a good
seeing you again. Thank you. God bless
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kiranji.
Thank
I'm
you.
Ram Maruri. I thank you very much once again. I'm the host of this event. Thank
Keep
you.
going. Let's see. Thank you for organizing this on such a very memorable day. Thank you.
Thank you,
Vijay.
Kiranji. Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am.